glad to welcome Congresswoman Chu from California.
Thank you. Today, I stand here to say our immigration system is broken and fixing it is critically important to the long-term security and prosperity of our nation. Of course, I have a much different opinion on how to fix it than some on the other side of the aisle, where they see an attack on American culture and way of life. I see a chance to strengthen our nation with a new generation of productive and active citizens. Where they see fear and paranoia, I see an opportunity to do the right thing, the humane thing, and bring 12 million immigrants out of the shadows and into society. What they don't see is the ongoing family separations, the exploitation of workers by unscrupulous employers, the true human costs of our broken immigration system. I get calls every day in my district from families who've sacrificed and worked hard to put food on the table and send their children to school. Take the case of Maria, an American citizen who came into our district office last month with her 2 children, ages 2 and 4, crying torrents of tears. She was trying to do the right thing. Her husband was undocumented. She'd gone to Ciudad Juarez, Mexico with her husband for an appointment with an immigration official where she was petitioning for her husband to receive legal status. The immigration officer denied it, saying that there was insufficient hardship. It is now more than a year since her husband was left stranded in Ciudad Juarez. Even married to an American citizen, he is barred from re-entering the country for up to 10 years because of a law passed by Congress in the 1990s, making it tougher for undocumented immigrants to acquire legal status through marriage. In the meantime, Maria has lost her house, forced to do a short sale because she could not keep up with the mortgage payments without her husband's income. Her children wake up in the middle of the night crying for their daddy. To me, that does sound like sufficient hardship. These family separations are cruel and counterproductive to both legal immigrants and citizens. It is families that have historically helped immigrants assimilate into American life and help prevent health and social problems. Family networks give individuals the support and resources they need to become successful, productive members of our society. And if Congress doesn't act to fix our immigration system, states will do their own thing, and we will be stuck with an unfair and impractical patchwork system. Just last week, the state of Arizona passed the broadest and strictest immigration measure in generations in any state. The law makes the failure to carry immigration documents a crime and gives the police broad power to detain anyone suspected of being in the country illegally. Now, I don't walk around with my birth certificate or passport, which is expensive and out of the financial reach of many. And neither does Abdon, a commercial truck driver living in Arizona. Last week, on the heels of the governor signing this new law, he was shackled by the police and detained by the Phoenix Immigration and Customs Enforcement Office. Now, Abdon was born a citizen of the United States. He has a job. He pays taxes. He speaks English. His wife, Jackie, is a natural-born citizen of the United States. She, too, has a job. She also speaks English. She pays taxes. But he was pulled over and arrested. Why? Not because he was for sure. When the officer demanded his papers, Abdon could only produce a driver's license and his social security number. Not good enough. At routine commercial weigh station on a regular workday, Abdon made the mistake of not carrying his birth certificate with him. That's right, his birth certificate. Now, why did the police really pull him over? It is apparently now the law of this state of Arizona that you can arrest people, citizen or not, simply for appearing Hispanic. This is a sadly familiar story, but one that was thought to be safely in the past. In the years following the Civil War, states began to implement a series of discriminatory laws designed to control former slaves and free blacks. Under the vagrancy laws, police could stop anyone, anywhere, and require you to show proof of employment on demand. If you didn't, you could be arrested and your labor sold to the highest bidder. But what if you forgot to carry your employment records with you when you left the house that morning? What if you were, like so many regular citizens, unaware of the anti-vagrancy laws? What if you were simply unemployed? Well, it might be your last mistake as a free citizen of the United States. Sound familiar? Well, it does to Abdon. It's for Abdon and the thousands of other Arizonans that we need immigration reform this year. We cannot solve our immigration woes by simply creating new problems. Instead, we must pass a comprehensive bill that actually fixes our immigration system, that penalizes employers who would hire undocumented workers and exploit their status for their own gain. We need a bill that protects the family and repair a bureaucratic system that forces citizens and immigrants to live apart from their loved ones. We need a bill that secures our borders and provides a clear path to citizenship and employment for otherwise law-abiding immigrants, undocumented or not. America would not be the great nation it is without the passion, ingenuity, and perseverance of the millions of immigrants who have come to our shores looking for a better life for themselves and their families.
Thank you, Congresswoman Chu, as well, for your leadership on this issue.